Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that I was pretty much destined to make at some point, and I'm glad to finally be bringing it to you. It is my top favorite, most recommended, can't live without desert island MAC products. I always knew that I was going to make this video just because when I first started kind of getting into makeup, and especially high-end makeup, I remember these kind of videos being the very first videos that I ever looked for on YouTube, and I learned so much about the product line. At the time, I lived nowhere near a MAC, so I had to order everything, and I really wanted to become familiar with swatches of them and get an idea of what colors and what products would probably be best suited for me. Really fast, I'm sorry I have not been here on YouTube. I love and miss you guys like crazy. Last month was just literally the busiest month of my life, and it just could not be helped. But I'm here, I'm ready to film, so let's do this. I'm gonna start off with this bad boy. This, if you do not know, is called Fix Plus. I have almost none left. I just ordered 3 bottles of it. I should be getting soon. It would not be a dramatic statement for me to make to say that I cannot do makeup without this. This is by far one of the standout products that MAC makes. I don't think any other company makes a product like this, and the ones that they've tried to make are not the same. Honestly, one of the most versatile products from any company you are ever going to come across. It can be used to prep your skin for makeup as a moisturizer. It can be used on your pigments, your powder products, anything that you want to kind of bring a little bit more of an intensity to. For eyeshadows, it makes them more shimmery. For things like Mineralized Skin Finish Naturals, it makes them more pigmented, more opaque, more high coverage. I use this after makeup on every single solitary person that I do makeup on, including myself. It takes your makeup to a whole nother place. It takes I'm just waving this around like a maestro. It takes your makeup to a whole nother place. It makes it much more dewy, much more glowy, much more fresh. It takes away the powdery appearance of the skin. It's very blended, very seamless. It's fabulous. I really couldn't be without it. I think if you buy nothing else from MAC, this would be the guy to go with. As far as skin makeup goes, actual foundation, I have tried some MAC foundations and I do like them. I like the way they look, but the ingredients are entirely too harsh for my skin. I break out very easily from a lot of things, and MAC foundations are one of those things that do it for me, so I'm not going to give you any recommendations for that just because I haven't got to wear them enough to have a really well-rounded opinion. I don't use it on my clients either. So I thought I would just cut that out. Don't think my opinion would be very helpful there. But as far as the rest of face makeup goes, they do have other things I really enjoy, and I would have to say the #1 face makeup product from MAC that I love is the Prolongear Concealer. I have literally used this, I think, in every single solitary video I have ever done. I have this in my makeup kit. I will not be without it. As you can tell, I have a lot of stuff that I'm waiting for in the mail, and this is one of them. As you can tell, I am almost completely out of it. It is an amazing formula. It's a very pigmented, high coverage, light formula underneath the eyes. It wears beautifully. It doesn't crease. It comes in a myriad of colors. I think this is one of the products that MAC just really excels in. I don't know any other concealer from any other company that is able to do what this little guy is able to do, and that is the MAC Prolongear Concealer. This is mine in NW20. Along the same lines of the concealers are the Prep and Prime highlighting pens. I have one here in Light Boost and Radiant Rose. Radiant Rose is a little bit more of a pink color, and I would recommend that to go underneath the eyes as opposed to something like Light Boost. But my only complaint with this particular product is the formula is very dry. I don't like the way this lays underneath my eyes in particular. I use it sometimes, but I have found other highlighting pens for underneath the eyes that I like more. But I do really recommend the other ones like the Light Boost and the Bright Forecast for darker skin tones. I use this to highlight the other areas of my face. Sometimes it looks really weird on me when I have brightness underneath the eye and nowhere else, and this brings light to the center of the face. I put it on my chin, my nose, my forehead, blend it out. It's really beautiful. It really brings extra dimension to the face. It is really nice on a multitude of skin tones, but if you are a little bit darker, I would say if you're an NC 45, NW 40 and up, around that area, I would go with the Bright Forecast. It's a little bit more orange. This yellow tone can look ashy on darker skin tones, but on me it works really well. Big fan, another standout for me. I think another place that MAC really shines is their finishing powders for the skin. I literally do not think, I'm gonna say literally like 1,000 times, but I'm being serious when I say it. I mean literally, not literally figuratively. I can't stand when people use the word literally incorrectly. But I literally do not think that I have purchased any other face powders from any other company since I started buying these. And if I have, I never bought them again. First one I'm gonna talk about is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. It is the first face powder that I fell in love with from MAC. I just cannot get enough of this. I have this in my kit. I use it on my clients. It's just the lightest, most gorgeous natural finish on the skin. But it lasts a really long time. It mattifies. It doesn't give you a flashback, which some mineral makeup can tend to do. I really enjoyed this one. I go through it like crazy in my kit. Second face powder that I really recommend from MAC is one that I discovered this year, and it is the Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder. This one, to me, on the skin is very similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. It's really going to be a personal preference for you, but what I do like about this one is it's very hydrating on the skin. But yeah, I really recommend it. So one of these two I think would be the most flattering on anyone. I didn't really have any loose powder recommendations because they are not my thing, but these are amazing. Another area that I really love MAC is their highlighter area. Unfortunately, for some reason, the bulk of their highlighters tend to come out in limited edition collections, and it really blows. I don't know why they don't make them all permanent, because like, why not? I don't understand. It's not like people won't buy them. And the saddest thing ever is so many of mine got stolen a couple of months ago. You guys have heard me bring this up before. So I will talk about the two that I have that are permanent and you can get any time of year. The first one is Soft and Gentle from MAC. This is the very first highlighting product I ever bought from anywhere ever, and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I would say it's not exactly universally flattering. Darker skin tones, this can tend to look very ashy on you, but if you're around my skin tone, like an NW25-ish usually, if you're around my skin tone, this will be your favorite. I think that you could have this highlighter and you wouldn't need any more. It wears beautifully, it's smooth, it's not glittery and chunky, just an absolute ride or die staple to me, and I recommend it for every single person, once again, that is around my skin tone. And also with that one, I actually like to pair it with Shell, which is a cream color base from MAC. Cream color bases can be used anywhere. You can use them on the lips, you can use them on the eyes, to use them underneath highlighters just to kind of intensify them, and it makes the highlighter on my skin last a lot longer. Love these two together. I love them on their own. Don't really hear many people talk about the cream color bases as highlighters, but they're great. So Shell Cream Color Base and Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish are my two favorite highlighters in the permanent area of MAC. The only blushes I really gravitate towards from any brand are matte. The most I will go on the shimmery side is a satin formula. MAC has some of the best matte blushes. They're blendable, they're beautiful, they're pigmented, they are just absolutely gorgeous, and especially for me, I like my blushes to be either a peachy color or a very neutral, kind of warm mid-tone color. I don't like bright pink or anything like that. I just don't like pink at all on my skin. It's not my thing. My first favorite is Coppertone. This is just a very gorgeous, kind of dusty, muted kind of peach color. I think this one is amazing for winter. I don't really adhere to those kind of rules. I wear blushes and lip colors and whatever any darn time I please. That sounds so any darn time I please. Well, I do declare. I will say that in the winter and fall months, Coppertone does get used a little bit more. Really enjoy it. I feel like anyone can pull this blush off. Melba is another favorite. It is very similar to Coppertone, except Melba is just a little bit more pink, but not so much that it is off-putting to me, because as I've said before, I do not like pink blush on myself. There's Peaches, which I think is an absolute staple for everyone's collection. The pan, when people see it, it's very intimidating because it almost looks like stark orange, but it is so gorgeous on every skin tone. It really does warm up the skin and make it look so fresh and young and glowy and just healthy, with a gorgeous kiss of color on the cheeks that's not too overbearing. Definitely don't go banana sandwich with this because it can get crazy, but as long as you apply it correctly, This blush complements every single skin tone. Everybody can wear this. I don't say that about many things, but this one is an exception. It's beautiful. You have one mineralized blush I want to talk about. It is Warm Soul. This is my favorite. Like, before I got this blush, I never had a blush that I just loved. I just kind of felt like blush was okay. I didn't really have a generally big opinion of any one formula or color until I got this one, and it has been my favorite for, I don't know, 3 years now. It flatters everyone. I'd say this color is a little bit of like a muted rosy kind of peach color, as are almost all the other blushes I like, but it's whatever. Because this is mineralized, it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not so much, once again, that I don't enjoy it. I cannot stress enough how much I don't like shimmery blushes. So if you're like me and you don't like a shimmery blush, you might not instantly gravitate towards this one, but trust me, it's not going to make your skin look very porous or textured. It's gorgeous. It's just a natural flush on the skin. The mineralized blushes in general are amazing, but this just happens to be my personal favorite, and I really recommend everyone check it out at least once. I'm going to go ahead and move on to eyes. I'm going to try to speed through this section as fast as I can because I do have a lot of eye products to talk about. I'm going to start off with my Holy Grail eye primer, and that is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm sure you guys have seen, and not only myself, but tons of other gurus talk about it. The reason I enjoyed this one more than Urban Decay or something like that is because it is tinted. It is a really, really flattering pinky skin tone color. So on the lid, along with making your eyeshadows last longer and making them look more vibrant, it conceals any imperfections on the eyelid. Like, for example, when I have no eyeshadow on, my eyelids, you can see like the little veins in my eyes, and on this eye I actually have a couple freckles on my eyelids. When I blend out my eyeshadow, it looks like I just like have like huge deposits of eyeshadow that aren't blended out. This takes that away and makes it a clean, smooth, even surface, perfect for eyeshadow application. It lasts all day. It doesn't crease. I love it. It's my absolute favorite. For eyeshadows, this is where things are going to get a little excessive. When you go to MAC and you see all the colors, you're going to feel like you're going to get your money's worth if you buy like a bright purple or a bright green or something that you feel like you cannot find at the drugstore. You need to bear in mind that where MAC and other high-end formulas kind of take the cake is in the matte department. It's very hard to find a good matte color that blends out, doesn't lose pigmentation, doesn't give you a lot of fallout. So try not to immediately go for all the bright colors that you'll probably never use. Stick in the neutral family when you're just starting out and you will not be sorry. I pulled out 10 eyeshadows from MAC that I decided to talk about, and honestly I could do an entire video on MAC eyeshadows, and I will. My leg itches, that's why I'm leaning over like this. And I will if you want me to. Just let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. These are the 10 eyeshadows from MAC that I have to have, I think are unique to MAC, and everyone for the most part could get some use out of somehow. My favorites are rice paper. I use rice paper every single day underneath my brow bone. I like this one because it's not white. I don't like white shimmery colors right underneath here. I think it's very 80s. I don't like it. This one actually just looks like a skin tone, like your natural skin color, but just a little bit of a sheen. So it does help lift that brow bone, make it look a little bit higher in arch. It helps blend out your crease color. It's gorgeous. I love it. Nylon is a very intense shimmery color. It's almost got like a yellow base to it. I wear this in the inner corner of my eyes every single day. It opens up the inner eye area. It's my favorite. I really only wear it on the inner corner of my eye. I don't think I've ever put it anywhere else on my eye, but you can actually use this as a highlighter on the face if you wanted to. It'd be very, very intense, but it is pigmented enough that if you wore it right here on the tops of the cheekbones, down the bridges of the nose, it would be very flattering if you're kind of around my skin tone. Crease colors. Everybody needs a good crease color, and one of these three will work on you. Here I have soft brown, I have saddle, and I have texture. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend that I can honestly tell you which one's my favorite because I love them all. I love them all on their own. I love them all mixed together. They blend out every single color I've ever used with them. They add the warmth to the crease area. They're just so flattering on every single person. I think that if you get no other eyeshadow from MAC, if it's just not your thing, I do suggest going and getting either one of these three colors because you will use it for something and you will love it. I wish I could say that I've never found eyeshadows as good as these for the crease, but that's not true because Makeup Geek's kind of killing it with that right now. But if I'm not using Makeup Geek crease colors, I'm using MAC, and it's definitely one of these three. It never fails. Colors I think most people would be intimidated by and wouldn't be like super excited to gravitate towards are Rule and Red Brick. I love these colors because whenever you're working with a dark color, like when you're working with purples, for example, or blues or anything that when you start to kind of bring it up too high up here in this area in the upper crease, if you take it up too high, it can look very bruisey. If you just run a little bit of one of these two colors around it to kind of blend it out, it will bring back that warmth and it will stop it from looking too clown-like or too dark around the eye area like you just got punched. I use these as crease colors in general. I love oranges and reds in the crease. It's just my favorite color combination. So yeah, Rule and Red Brick, I've never seen these kinds of colors from any other company, and they are definitely some of my favorites. Sketch is another favorite. I'm actually wearing Sketch today in the lower part of my crease. Really pretty wine color. It is purple, but it's not so purple that it looks comical or it looks very 80s. People who only like neutral colors can still use Sketch and really, really enjoy it. I use this on brides a lot of times when they want to do something a little bit different than just the regular run-of-the-mill neutral look. A little bit of this in the lower crease and to blend out the eyeliner on the bottom. It just adds a little bit more fun, a little bit more dimension. It's just gorgeous. It complements every eye color. I love Sketch. I heart Sketch. Swiss Chocolate is a gorgeous kind of mid-tone, warm, chocolatey brown color. I like this brown the most because I feel like people who don't want to go too dark with their eye color can still use this one. It's good to kind of smoke out the lower lash line. It's good all over the lid for a nice brown smoky eye. It's a universally flattering brown eyeshadow. I think that this is essential in every collection. I just love it. I know that you would just think, oh, it's brown, it's brown, it's brown. No. Swiss Chocolate is where it's at, Pip Cat, and I think you should check it out. Last but not least is Brun or Brun. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gray brown color. I love this one to do smoky eyes with. I'm going to do a tutorial using a Brun smoky eye soon. The way the color looks on the eyes, especially mixed with warm colors, it's very interesting. It's not so dark that it's like a black, but it's not so light that it doesn't bring you the drama. I love Brun. I love Brun to wear with a black smoky eye to kind of blend out the black. I love it on its own. It's just a very unique color. I can literally say that I love every single solitary pressed pigment that MAC makes. Every single one of them are beautiful. Every single one of them are different. I love them all. One that I think more people would get a lot of use out of is a Blonde Streak. It's more of just like a very, very high metallic, glittery, almost like a white champagne color. Once again, I don't wear pressed pigments on their own. They usually go on top of something. So if I were to use something like Steal a Kitten on the eye, I would put this on top of it just to take it to another place. It makes it, once again, very sparkly, very in your face Nancy Grace. I just adore it. I'm not exaggerating when I say I think I have about 60 MAC lipsticks and lip liners and lip glosses. It's just my favorite thing to buy from MAC, I think, are their lip products. If you guys want me to do a MAC lipstick collection video, I thought about doing like a MAC dark lipsticks, MAC bright lipsticks. I mean, you guys just let me know what you want. Thumbs up if you want to see more MAC lipstick collection videos, but these are the ones that I've used the absolute most. My favorite nude from MAC, especially as of late, is Viva Glam 2. I like Viva Glam 2 for a nude because I do not like my lipsticks to be too pink and I don't like them to be too pale. This is the perfect mid-tone brown nude. If it's too dark for you, you can easily lighten it up with a lip gloss. It's my favorite nude for sure. I also love Pure Zen, which is a cream sheen. It was in a collection and then they made it permanent recently. This is actually more of like a peachy kind of orangey nude. I really like this one a lot. I love the formula of it. It's a nice wash of color. It's interesting enough that it doesn't mute out the lips. It just brings a little bit more life to them. It's very, very beautiful and I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Last but not least for the nudes, I love Pure Pout Mineralized lipstick from MAC. Mineralized collection of lipsticks is amazing anyway, but if you ever tried a YSL lipstick before, that creamy, super soft, like ooey gooey, amazing feeling on the lips, these do the same thing and they're much, much cheaper than the YSL ones. Pure Pout is a really, really nice nude color. It's once again a little bit darker. The formula of it is just sheer enough that I don't think it would be intimidating to a lot of people. So those are my favorite nudes from MAC, at least the top 3. Then for bold lips, I will just go through really fast. Lady Danger is probably my favorite MAC lipstick, period. I wore this thing out last summer. You guys don't even understand. Every single time I got a compliment on my lipstick or had somebody ask me what lipstick I was wearing, it was Lady Danger. It is matte, it stays all day, it's gorgeous, it's bright, it's in your face, it's beautiful, it'll complement every single solitary skin tone. They're bright. I love bright lips that are matte, if you can't tell. Candy Yum Yum. When Candy Yum Yum became permanent, I literally posted something about Instagram, like the skies parted. Oh, it was amazing. So happy for Candy Yum Yum. I haven't really worn it much this year, but it's gorgeous. It's that kind of pink that is gonna flatter everyone. It lasts all day. It's not so light that it gets kind of like washy you out, like that Nicki Minaj like baby pink lipstick she was doing for a hot minute. That is not cute on anyone. I don't care who you are. Yeah, this is definitely a universally flattering hot pink color. A lot of people would only wear it during like the summer, but I'll wear it all year. I don't care. Cannot leave out Ruby Woo. Everyone should have Ruby Woo. If you're looking for a flattering, beautiful red lipstick, if you feel like you've tried every lip and you cannot pull off red lips, you probably haven't tried Ruby Woo. It's beautiful. It lasts all day. It's the classic Hollywood red. It's amazing. I recommend it to every single solitary human being on the planet. Everyone looks good with a red lip. My favorite dark lipstick is Cyber. I have a video tutorial with me using this one. I will leave it down below. It's actually like my most popular video. It's got like 30,000 views. I can't believe that people watch that video. Anyway, it's like a dark, almost black purple color. Some people are not into that kind of thing. I love dark lips. I am so excited for fall to get here because I'm going to wear this thing out. So yeah, Cyber is amazing. Glosses, I'm only going to bring up one just because, I don't know, it's the only one that I feel like I just cannot live without, if I'm being super dramatic about it, and it is Flusterose from MAC. I mean, I do have a crap ton of lip glosses from MAC. I'm serious, I have so many, but I didn't want this video to be forever long, so I decided to go in with just the bare minimum, I guess, and if I had to pick one, it would be Flusterose. I love it. It looks good on everyone, and I really love the applicator. The brush applicator I feel like is a really, really nice way to deposit it and to blend it in with your lip liner. It's just beautiful. Alright guys, I hope this video doesn't end up being an hour long. I feel like initially my thought process was I don't really have a lot of MAC favorites, and then as I started to gather them all together, I realized I was sadly mistaken. I love a lot of MAC stuff. I hope you guys learned some things and found some stuff that maybe you would like to try for yourselves. Please subscribe if you have not. Check the down bar for links to my Instagram, my Facebook, my Pinterest, and my website. I will have a tutorial up for you guys very soon. I love you more than you will ever know.